I think I've officially run out of brain for the day. You know, it's had enough. It just wants to power down. I just want to film. And I want you to hear what I'm saying. I don't think that's too much to ask. And I know I sound like a right old fart.
Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. That went quickly. Did I miss a hand? I missed a hand. Hello. I'm getting stressed just remembering filming this. We'll get to it. Remember this collection that we swatched the other day, the I Am Confident collection from Madame Glam? It's beautiful. Oh, we're also using some of these. These are from Temu, just little flowers. You know, people make them with acrylic and stuff. I don't. I'm just going to stick them on. So we're going to start with this colour, which I probably showed you. It will all be in the description. Everything's always in the description. They've even got their own emojis. It's probably one of my only enjoyable part of editing, giving the names emojis. So we're going to do 2 coats of that on everything, and then we're taking the pink, Peony Pink, I believe, and we're going to plop some on the end. This is going to seem like I'm rushing through it. I was talking the whole time while filming, then realised nothing had happened. No recording. I can't even think about it. It's driving me insane, this whole audio thing, but I'm on the case. There was some random glitter on my palette. It was green hollow glitter. When the fuck did I use that? And what did I use it in an aqua nail recently? No. Anyway, so I'm doing this. I'm using this ombre brush. It's different to the normal one. See where it gets thinner, the bristles, they're not as long as the other ones I use, and I'm using where the bristles change from thin to thick to thin. That line is what I'm putting up to the line of the polish, yeah, and then slowly pulling up. I thought it was going okay, wiping off between each little bit and then just kind of smushing the top out. That'll be fine. And then I'm going to do the same with the yellow and one of the greens, the blue and the purple. And the blue, I struggled with. I don't normally do ombres like this, you see. I do them side to side, like I'll have both colours wet. So I'd have the cream and the yellow. I'd put the cream on halfway, then I'd put the yellow on, and then I'd go side to side and up and down with the ombre brush. But I thought I'd try it a different way, and I don't know, I couldn't get it as neat and smooth as when I do it side to side. So I had to kind of work on that. Oh yeah, I was wondering whether it's because the bristles, see that big bloody harsh line there? I was wondering whether it was because the bristles have, you know, once you've got gel in them, they kind of clump together a bit. And you want them not. So again, I'm just kind of settling, just thinking that's fine. This was another, this was a sit down and have no idea what I'm doing set, no plan. So it kind of is a bit, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like 2:30 in the morning. And I was very stressed filming this because of the whole audio thing. So it wasn't going well. The blue in particular. Shouldn't try a new technique when I'm in a stressy mood, should I? This I really struggled with to get non-streaky, and I don't succeed. So I am just doing a thin coat, and then I'll do a second on this, just because I couldn't get it. Maybe it's because it's the blue on the, but then it would have been alright if I did my side to sides. I don't know, but you can see it was not going well. When I put the brush on it, it was almost as if it was pushing back into it, you know, where I pressed down, it was kind of taking it off. So that was a right bloody mess. And I'm just going to sort of persevere. The audio did start working, though not well, a bit later on. So we will switch to live Joseph a bit later. And I'm pretty sure I just bitch and moan and bore the shit out of you with the setup issues I'm going through at the moment. Just to sort of avoid just to stop using my phone. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking boring the shit out of myself. I've got a headache because I've just spent about 2 hours chatting with Gemini, and that's nothing. I've been doing several hours of trying to figure out this whole thing for about 2 weeks now. And I've just bought a whole bunch of stuff, spent a small fortune, and I've got a banging headache because do you ever have something that's happening? I'm not talking about nails, am I? Sorry, I'm doing the same thing. When there's something you need to sort out or figure out or learn and understand new things, and you're doing it for like a lot of research before I spend like £500 on some new stuff, I'd like to make sure it's the right thing. And because I'm not interested in that sort of thing, I've just got a headache from thinking about it all the time. Right, nails. These are pretty. Sorry, it gets worse. I just go on about it again later. So that's what we have so far. These, the purple ones are a tad darker than I'd want for the purple nail, but the rest are perfect colours for them. So we're going to top them with Madame Glam's Velvet Matte. You can get 30% off at Madame Glam. 30%. Every time I say it, I'm shooketh. Using the link in the description and the code MISSJO30. And now I'm taking the ultraliner brush and the pink again, so everything's matte. I'm going to do a couple of swirls. I looked because I remember seeing a picture using these things, and then I remembered where it was from. It was on the Temu listing. Naturally, not a picture they'd done. It was some, great tech. So I was kind of taking inspo from that for this nail. I'm going to take some of my MAKARTT acrylic powder. Do you see that speck? There's a speck in there. Okay, we're not going to go back to the old unbranded eBay filthy pot days. We need to keep it clean. So I got the speck out. And then I'm going to cover this so many times. I like to be sure, from all angles. So you get this, even though gel is kind of flat, it still has a side. It still has a little wall on the side. It's small, but it's there. So we want to get it from all angles so that everything's covered. Whee! Little hoover. Dusting off with this. This is a really good duster brush for getting all in the bits because it's got so many bristles, like bajillions. And then, not overly happy with it. You can't see the pink on the pink. That was dumb. I'm just going to moan about everything in this video. But we're going to take the art gel, Madame Glam art gel, which I use for everything. And we're going to run some alongside the swirl. And then we'll add some of these. We'll do a big one and then small ones. Either side. They're so cute. And I'm going to interlock the petals. See? So I don't want the furthest out part of the petal to touch the furthest out part of the petal next to it. We want them to lock in together like little puzzle pieces. And then we can cure. Oh God, I'm so aware that I am just sounding really boring and miserable. I'm fine. I'm all right. How are you? You all okay? I hope so. I think of you all the time. All of you. Right. Oh no, we've got one more. There we go. And then we can cure. And then, because these petals, they kind of, they're flat backed, which is good. And then, but the petals sort of, right, put your hand like a spider, as if you were pretending to be a spider. And then lift, are you doing it? Okay. Then slowly lift your hand up and then bring your fingers together and then go down. So the petals kind of raised up and go down and there's a dip in the middle. I'm sure there was a better way to describe that. But we're going to put some art gel in that little dip and then we're going to put some caviar beads in. a big one in the big one, a small one in the small ones. But once they're in, I'm going to press them in a bit further with a cuticle stick, just to make sure they're right in the center of the flower, in the dip, in the lowest point of our dead spider. You know, he's fine, then he curls up and falls down. That's what the hand was doing. So we want these right in the middle of the dead spider's body. That's what I'm doing here, just wiggling them. You can see that one, you think it's okay, but then you go, oh no, that can sit further in there. And then cure. I hope you're all well. I've been reading your comments. I know I'm rubbish at replying, but I do read them. I love them. Your comments are my happy place. Oh, we're going to take this gold gel paint. It's so good. Their gold and silver gel paints are sparkly and they cure tack-free, I believe. And I'm going to do a gold line in the gap we've got between our kind of sugared. Is it sugared when it's acrylic, or is that a glitter? Let's just go sugared. Our sugared swirls. Looks nice. Regret it though, because didn't know how to tie it in with the rest of the set. So we can cure that. Can we? Oh, I was just saying, I remember what I was saying. The gold gel paint, not to be confused with the gold chrome gel paint. This one's the sparkly one. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it cures tack-free. Okay, so now we have that. I should have just done all of them the same. However, that would have been the end of the video. But I wanted to do them a bit different. So on this one, we're going to do a French, well, we're going to do a smile line. I would recommend making it thicker than what I'm doing, because I don't think it covered in, make it a bit thicker, a tiny bit thicker in width and a tiny bit thicker in height, so that when you press the flower onto it, it smushes and covers the entire back of the flower, just to keep them on there. And also I would recommend sealing them in after, which I didn't do because it's not a person. But we'll do the same on here, make sure we're interlocking. And then once I put this in the lamp, it's going to go to me talking live. I'm going to apologise in advance. Apologise. But yeah, so we'll hand it over to Joe in the past.
I think I'm going to cry. I've just been sat here for nearly 2 hours trying to figure out this fucking mic stuff. And now it's like, you need a whole different filming setup. You need a Osmo blah, blah, blah. Which is 400 and something pounds. I just want to record. People just set their phone up and they record. And you can hear them talking and it matches what's going on the screen. Tap, tap, tap. You know? And then it's like, record. You know? That's what's happening. I'm losing my fucking mind. And it's all because the phone I'm filming with is an old phone. It's like an S10. It's not my normal phone that I use. I'm going to put some stuff in here. I won't bore the shit out of you with my rants. And it got to the point where the audio wasn't very good. So I thought, well, maybe it's just old. Like I did, gave it a blow, like you do. See if there's any dust in there or anything. And it was just going a bit fuzzy, wasn't it? So then I just carried on filming with my S10. And then once I filmed, this was doing voiceovers. Once I filmed, transferring the footage to my current phone, which is a newer model, not the newest, but newer, and recording the voiceover on that phone, which was fine. But it was annoying me doing that. So I had this plug-in mic, which was using a jack port, but that was being really dumb because I have this is so boring, I'm so sorry, but it's literally been on my mind. It's literally all I've been thinking about for like days and days now. I'm going insane. The jack mic was getting feedback, being buzzy, because I have my phone that I'm filming with plugged into the mains power, because, you know, the amount of hours I sit up here, I know videos are a certain length, but I'm normally up here for hours just faffing about. It needs to be on charge, otherwise the battery will run out. So that was causing issues. But since I've been doing some videos where I do where I'm talking as I'm filming, then the editing was so much easier, because, you know, I don't have to edit out the bits where I go over there to get something, because I could just say I'm just going over here to get something and it wouldn't be weird. But if it was a voiceover, and I don't like it when there's videos where it's a voiceover and you're just watching someone, like, you know, put more polish on their liner brush or something. Whereas when you're talking at the same time, you're sort of distracting the fact that nothing's happening by talking. Is this making sense? So I wanted to talk at the same time. Can you hear the rain? Let me just check that mic says wired. Okay. And less editing, which is why I've been able to be doing 2 videos a week, because it is so much less editing, which I love because I hate editing. But now there's a mic thing, so I bought a mic, said it was the wrong one. We said it was the right one, said it was the wrong one, sent it back, bought something else. That's still not working. And it's working now, hopefully. That's a mic, wired. Because I haven't got the power plugged into my phone. Let's cue. I can't remember what I was in the middle of talking about, because I've been thinking about it whilst this has been in the lamp, so I don't know what kind of sentence I was in the middle of. That's cute. Do we put a gold line anywhere on it? It might be weird, right? No. I might just leave it like that. That's adorable. Completely hidden the ombre, but that's okay. And this, hate it. Looks ridiculous. It will go in the ice cream pot. Although I have got a new pot that I'm thinking of putting all my things in. This massive 1 kilogram Options Belgian hot chocolate, which is a frequent purchase of mine. So I have one every day. Because it's bigger, but I don't know if it'll fit in my drawer. Anyway, so I redid the yellow. Oh, what am I doing? I redid the yellow, and we're going to do something different. We're going, I had these laid out in a pattern. We're just going to do random things. Okay? Because I want there to be some difference in what's going on. Otherwise, we're just doing the same thing over and over again. Oh my God, do you know what? I'm boring the shit out of myself talking about this stuff. I cannot believe I'm putting you through it as well. If you're still here, let me know. Put a little mic emoji. No, don't actually. That'll make me cry. Just a love heart emoji or something, just to cheer me up. Right, let's do a small one there and a small one there. And a big one here. Big one here. And then, I have these laid out in a pattern, but I thought there were more small ones. Where have they gone? Were there? I don't know. A small one here. Probably need to be putting more gel down. But it's not a person, so I just can't be asked right now, you know? It was like 9 o'clock when I came up here. It's now 3:30 in the morning. I know what you're thinking. How the fuck? I do stop a lot, and I was watching a documentary. So I ended up sort of stopping. Then I went downstairs and had something to eat. And then I've just spent like 2 hours talking to AI about things and getting angry with it. I feel like 1, 2, 3. I feel like I need more small ones. Let's see how this looks. Right, we do one there. Bing. One there. Boom. Definitely need more gel under them. Definitely need more gel. Bam. Oh, is that too fussy? I don't want those in a straight line.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Thing is, if I wiggle them, there's going to be clear, shiny gel where I've moved them. Is that ridiculous? It's quite cute. one down here, and this one was further up, and that one was much further up. I'm going to cure this. It might look different when it comes out of the lamp. Stuff happens in that lamp. Don't ask me how. It just does. I put it in looking like this, comes out looking different. If we're going to be using all this technology and all this stuff, which I'm all for, I like having my programs that I can watch whenever I feel anxious or whatever, or games or, everything. We use it for everything. If we're going to be doing that, it has to fucking work all the time. 100% of the time. Right? Pen and paper never failed me. Well, maybe a biro ran out, but apparently you don't have biros everywhere. I thought biro was like universal. A biro. And I've seen videos of people, I think they were Americans, who like moved over here. And they're like, oh, we got this. It's a B-raw. B-raw. And everyone in the comments like, it's a fucking biro! Unless your biro ran out, which is basically just a rollable pen. Then pen and paper never failed, did it? Ever. Ever. We wouldn't be like, oh, the paper's not working. Oh, the pen's not sinking, It was just worked. I'm just pissed off the technology right now. Oh my God. I'm so miserable. Right, I want 2 big uns. I love how this is big. This. It's huge. Oh, I have a new space fact. It's the best thing you'll ever hear. Oh, should I save it for another video? Because I feel like so many people would have clicked off by now. And I feel like it's something that people should know. No, I'll tell you. I'm sure I'll mention it again at some point, because it has been on my mind a lot since I found it out. So, the Big Bang, right? Not the show, the actual event. It happened so quickly, so instantaneously. Now, I thought instantaneous was one speed. There. No, not there. There. It can't happen any quicker than that. Apparently it can. Big Bang was so instantaneous, was so quick, this whole from the singularity, that there are more... Okay, let me put this in the lamp and then I'll tell you. Oh, it's so good. It's such a good fact. That's quite cute. I think I am going to top coat here just to seal them in and also stop them from going all rusty looking. Okay, so it was so quick that the amount of time it was, there are more increments of that amount of time that it took for the Big Bang in 1 second than there have been seconds since the Big Bang until now. What the actual truck? There have been more increments of the amount of time it took for the Big Bang in 1 second. There's more of them in 1 second than there are seconds since the Big Bang until now. What? That is my new favourite space fact. I have a lot of favourite space facts. I mean, there's been nearly 14 billion years. Imagine how many seconds are in 14 billion years. A million seconds, right? If you count to a million in 1, 2, 3, the same speed as seconds, it will take you 11.57 days. So just over 11 and a half days to count to a million in seconds. Do you know how long it would take to count to a billion in seconds? Are you ready for this? So a million, 11.57 days. A billion, 31.69 years. Years! That's the difference. Imagine like millionaires and billionaires. A millionaire could spend £1 a day, £1 a second, sorry, £1 every second, and it would last them 11.57 days. A billionaire could spend £1 a second, and it would last them 31.69 years. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I'm out of things to talk. I've got 2 more nails to do. So yeah. And there's 14 billion years since the Big Bang until now. So how many seconds are in 14 billion years? What? I'm gonna find out. How many seconds in? Well, actually, I need to have the universe is 13 point. How old is the universe? 13.8. How many seconds in 13.8 billion years? It's going to be like 55 billion pages of zeros. It'll be something to the something, won't it? How many seconds? Writing code. The universe is approximately 4.35 times 10 to the 17 seconds old. I don't even understand that or know what that means, but I think it's a lot. Right, so we've got, are they fairly good? I don't know. Right, on these two, I think I'm just going to do blue the same as the yellow, purple the same as the pink. I'm not going to make you watch it because we've been here for a while and I'm stressing out. So I'll meet you back here in a second. Oh shit. Okay, I finished. I've been sat at my desk for 2 more hours watching a documentary and slowly tidying my desk. So it's now 5:15 in the morning. I want those to be the other way around. So I want the in coming in this way and in this way. I tried switching them over to have the rainbow going the other way round, purple to pink, but it just messed with the universe. So we're leaving them going the wrong way out. But they're only the wrong way out because I want them the other way. There's no rules. So this is them. Super cute. Let me know. Look at that blue tag sticking out. How unsightly. Let me know which one is your favourite. I think I really like the just random ones. I tried to do those opposite. See how we've got outside, in, outside, in, outside. But I think I like those ones the best. Oh, I quite like the middle one. And the gold lines I didn't tie in anywhere else on the set because I didn't know where to put them. So they're kind of a regret. But they match the gold caviar beads. So, you know, it's all okay. Everything's okay. I'm now going to probably ponder till about 7 in the morning whether I want to spend 400 and something pounds on a new filming setup. We shall see. But thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me rant and moan and bitch about boring stuff. I apologise, but I appreciate you being here. If you are still here, leave me a flower emoji. Yeah. That's a bit grubby. Grub your fingers. Come and say hello in the comments. I really love to hear from you. I appreciate you being here so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.